Imagine we kissed in the hallway.
VeggieTales giggle pie.
In the Kino Der Toten zombie match.
Imagine if we kissed in the Kino Der Toten
Teleporter.
Ooh. All right, we're gonna start the intro. Keep that in.
Don't keep it in.
Gamers, rise up and welcome to the Butt Buddies podcast. I'm Alfonso.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Jonny.
And this is the trio for today. Jonny, first official episode. We did.
How do you feel?
It's all right. Watching from the background is always interesting to see what you guys talk about and what comes up in the spur of the moment. Yeah. And oftentimes I think, oh shoot, there's so many things that I could say in the moment. So keeping a controlled head on a cool podcast is like odd to me.
Yeah, we've done a few episodes now, so the pressure's on, mister.
Yeah, to not say anything terrible.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Because today, we're talking about gaming. Because we're big gamers, right?
We're the biggest of gamers.
Biggest.
Right.
How do you spell that?
What?
Not important, but anyway.
Okay.
But anyway, with a Z at the end.
Yes.
But, so just wanted to, get a little chit-chat on what games, what have you been playing as of late?
You know damn well.
And I know damn well what you're playing as of late, but...
Actually, I finished playing it, but we'll tell a little bit of a story, all right? By the way, I imagine this is not our only gaming-related episode, because between not just these three butt buddies, but all the butt buddies in our syndicate, we have several decades of playtime, I imagine. But anyway, gotta tell you, the game that's hot in the circle right now, it's not a first-person shooter, although some people can say it might be.
It is a first-person. It is 100% a first-person shooter.
It is a first-person shooter.
All right, scratch what I just said. It is not a sports game. It is not a strategy game.
I think it should be in the Olympics. And I think it is a strategy game, to be fair. You have to coordinate.
You see, the more I think of a genre, the more that it gets discredited. This game is everything in one. I was a non-believer, but I took the plunge. And
I think it's going to get Game of the Year, honestly, this year.
Who wants to reveal the title?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about PowerWash Simulator.
PowerWash Simulator. I got to say, genius comes around not too often. However, whoever thought to take the aspect of power washing, just power washing anything, a truck, an RV, a house, a skate park, and put it into a video game, I don't know what to say. This is why does it take this long? Why did it take this long? This is the greatest thing ever.
So I actually introduced this game to the group, and at first I bought it because
you buy everything.
That's the thing though, is that whenever I see Steam, whenever I see sales on Steam or like sales for anything, I'll just end up buying it because I'm just like, well, I may as well have it because fuck it, why not? And so I saw PowerWash Simulator on sale, and I was like,
it was only like $3 off, mind you.
Yeah,
it wasn't
even
sale.
like ridiculously. There was a crazy sale. It was just like $3 off. But I was like, this seems like a fun game. I'm gonna get it. And so I convinced Chris to get it. And then
I see these two playing it, and they're like, "Hey, you have to try this out." And I look at the title, and I'm like, "All right." Here we go.
You thought it was a joke at first, too.
Because why on earth would I play PowerWash Simulator? What am I, dumbass? So then you guys convinced me, and I'm like, all right, it's probably on sale. What is it, like $2? And they're like, no, what is it? What was it?
It was like $17.
$17. And I haven't spent $17 on a video game in at least like a year or two. So for me to just take the plunge and drop 17 of my hard-earned dollars to wash virtual surfaces of all kinds, man, I don't know what's wrong with me. To this day, I don't know why I did it, but to this day, I have, how many, like 40 hours?
Okay. I feel like if I told my parents, like, yeah, I spend part of my days on the computer simulating power washing, my dad ever to find that out, I think it'd disown me. It doesn't matter, hours a day, minutes a day, it doesn't matter. It's any amount of time. It's like, you're doing what?
It's just a matter of don't judge a book by its cover, and don't judge a wash by its power. Okay.
Wow.
This thing is fun. And keep in mind,
Socrates.
What has it been in early release? It's been in a beta since it came out 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those games where it's not finished yet and it never will be, but that's okay because what they have is perfect in itself. I can't sing his praises highly enough. I'm sorry.
No. So here's how I knew that we had a little something on our hands, because we were all going out to eat, and Chris and Alfonso picked me up, and Daniel lives down the block from me. So on the way to Daniel's house, Chris and Alfonso were like, "Man, so many houses that could use a good power washing." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you guys really like, you guys been playing a little bit too much." And then we pick up Daniel. Nothing's mentioned of it. And then we're driving over to the place to eat, and Daniel goes, "Oh man, so many houses that could use power washing, man." I was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah, honestly,
y'all are gone."
That could not have been more. It was like it. You would have thought it was scripted. It wasn't.
And the funniest part is we had all owned it for less than 2 days.
Yeah.
We were already so
We were
addicted to it.
outrageously addicted. And then Jonny was a little late to the party, but he ended up joining. And I wonder, what are your thoughts? Why did you end up getting it?
Honestly, to join in, it didn't seem like something that I was like, so excited to try. It was interesting. It's like doing PowerWash Simulator is like having a normal conversation with the tiniest little task at hand. So yeah, it's a little relaxing, and
It's so satisfying.
you're spending your time just chilling and talking to your friends. It's basically what you're doing.
But we're not even talking half the time.
Yeah, sometimes we're really focused
we're
because
just
we have
so
a big
focused.
job.
Really? I mean, I've
Yeah.
only done jobs with like maybe Chris or only really Chris, and it's bullshitting half the time.
I've never 180'd so hard on anything in my life. I swear. I thought you guys were mentally insane for having bought PowerWash Simulator. Then I bought it, and I've overtaken you guys instantly.
Yeah, you really just fucking speed ran through that game.
I had to.
I didn't think you would. I didn't think it would be done.
The
But,
person with the hardest opposition finished it first.
Yeah.
Just goes to show that's how life usually works out, you know? But I admit when I'm wrong sometimes, and this is one of those times, and I couldn't be happier. When's the next map's coming out?
Soon. Well, they did announce like patch notes or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, we're working. So
Okay.
simmer down."
Daniel, did you retire from Rocket League?
No, I didn't retire. I've actually been playing a lot more recently.
Because I was gonna say, like, sometimes me, Andy, and Chris are playing,
Oh no! See,
and
the thing is,
are we just too garbage for you now?
no? You see, the thing.
You don't have to. You can hurt my feelings. It's okay.
No, you see, the thing is, well, I guess we're done talking about PowerWash Simulator because that kind of went off the rails there. But anyway, we play a whole bunch of other types of video games too. One of which in our current rotation is Rocket League, of course. But yeah, the thing is, you guys play it at a normal hour in the evening, I assume, 8, 9, 10. I'm asleep by like 6:30. That's just because of my horrible sleep schedule, and I don't make myself available to play. But if we're all online, then I'll play. I'll humor, my fellow friends in the Rocket League endeavors.
Yeah, we'll shoot your blood pressure through the roof while playing
yeah.
with you.
But
Yeah.
I think it's a little. I feel I've only ever played with Daniel a few times.
You've only ever played a few times.
Yeah,
you don't
there's-
play Rocket League.
I know. I don't play Rocket League.
His win record must be ridiculous. He only plays with us.
No,
He got a
but
98% win record.
but it's a little daunting sometimes because you are like out of the whole group, you are the coveted gamer. Like you are the guy that's like you're good at video games. It's like some of us we just play.
Yeah, it's like you play a game and
I
then you
play,
get good at it
but
if you
you-
really like
yeah.
it. But
but you like get obsessed and you're like really want to make sure you're really good at this game.
well,
Like I think one game, well, Rocket League comes to mind, but another game that comes to mind is you pretty much 100%ing Celeste.
that was insane. I don't know why I did
And
that.
I can't believe that you actually did that, and like you're like amongst like I think what is it like 150 people that have done it.
Well, I was the 157th person to beat the longest and hardest level without dying, and that took some months. It wasn't easy, but it was just the idea behind it. It was a perfect storm because like usually there's collectibles in a game, and I have to get all of them, but collectibles are easy, right? However, in this game, the actual Steam achievements are easy. Like it's not hard to 100% the game, like as far as Steam's concerned. But they added an extra challenge where. So in case you're not familiar with Celeste, the collectible is strawberries. There's usually red strawberries throughout the entire game. Once you collect all of those, though, at the end of the game, you can collect golden strawberries, which pretty much means you have to beat the level without dying. Now, the first couple of levels are easy, but they get rapidly difficult, insanely fast. So when I got my first couple, I was like, all right, I'm not even going to touch the rest because that's just going to be impossible. So then a couple weeks later, I put down everything. I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting all of them now. So so I started grinding, and of course I get to the last level. This last level takes at least 20 minutes straight of perfect. It's the hardest level in the game, and it's the longest level in the game, and you have to do it without dying once. When I first played it and I went blind, like no idea what I was getting into, I died 2,000 times just to get through it. So then I eventually forced myself because everybody, like if you play Celeste and you know about it, there's 202 strawberries. But after the 175 red ones, they don't count anymore. It's like 202 out of 175. So there's no reason to go for it. The developers are like, all right, you're insane if you go for this. So don't even try it because we don't even count them after that. It's just a number. But naturally, I took that as a challenge. I took that personally. And I devoted several months of my life to getting it.
This is coming from the same person who probably has more MW3 Moabs than college credits.
Oh, yeah, no.
And you're approaching a master's degree.
Actually, yeah, no, I've like 60-something college credits. I definitely have over 70 Moabs. I lost count.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like you're just insane at video games. Like it baffles my mind how like, and which is why, so I'm the only degenerate in our group that plays League of Legends. And I'm not touching that. I know you will never touch it, but I know that if you ended up playing the game,
you'd kill yourself.
You would A, kill yourself and in game, and B, I feel like you would be very devoted because there's so much depth to a game like that, and like the ceiling is so high, the skill ceiling is so high that it's like maybe like you would be you could pop off.
The only thing about it is every time I see you playing and you going on a losing streak, it's because you're solo queuing in a 5-man game. And now I've asked you, if the best person in the world can carry 4 shitheads on their team against a decent opposing team, it's impossible, right?
It pretty much. That's the thing is like, as of right now, season, I guess now they're calling it season 2022, is just started. So people are tryharding. But yeah, it's hard to like actually 1v, I guess they refer it as 1v9 because your four teammates are not really helping you. It's a 1v9 situation. But yeah, it's hard. So, but I think it's like if you at least have like a duo partner, like you can like at least try to coordinate things. But because the game is now more team oriented. But yeah, I really think you could if you really wanted to. I really think you could. Like
I gotta like the game too.
That is true.
I'm not good at every video game. You know what game I'm not good at that you two really like to play every now and again?
What?
I suck at Valorant.
Oh yeah, speaking of hating yourself, yeah, Valorant, yeah.
Valorant. Valorant.
I never want to play it. I want to play it in like very short bursts, but as soon as I die like twice in a row without getting a kill, then I get really upset and I want to play.
Oh yeah, I set myself up for disappointment because I know like the first match that I warm up is going to be just a bloodbath.
Yeah.
And then I know like the second one or the third one, I'm going to get slowly back into it. But there's so many things like the controls. I'm still like, wait, all right, this is the right one.
That's because you guys have been.
We've been controller. We've been console plebs for too long. I've never played a first person shooter with a mouse and keyboard before Valorant. No CS:GO, no nothing like that. So it's a big learning curve.
It is. I mean, I'm just garbage at video games. So it was fun. It's just fun to do. And I remember like when Valorant first came out and we would all hop on a 5-man. I think that was like so much fun.
Yeah, when we actually had 5 of us.
When we actually had 5 of us to actually go in for a Valorant match. I think that was the sickest thing. And I think at the time, it was new. So everyone was learning.
Yeah.
So, but now it's like so hard to get into because everyone's just getting domed. Everyone's getting one-tapped. Everyone's getting it is.
I remember the hype because we were all in lockdown last year or 2 years ago. We're all in lockdown, and you were the first person to get it.
Yeah,
on your computer.
Yeah, I got the key.
And we were watching you do it, and it was like, oh, it's they made an entire video game out of a search and destroy, and we were so interested to see you play. We're like, Valorant stream coming up soon.
Yeah.
And so we're watching, and then eventually it finally came out in like June or July, and we all started playing it.
We were so innocent back then.
We had no idea.
It was a fun game.
It can be stressful though.
First person shooters are always stressful though, I think.
It's because I never felt like I had a sense of what to do. You know, people are like, "Oh, you should have planted in that 2x2 pixel corner because then that Viper can't, get you with the fucking gas cloud or whatever." And this character can't use an arrow setup that they practice for 2 hours. You know, it's
what's not stressful? PowerWash Simulator.
PowerWash Simulator. Yeah. But I again, going back to like the first person shooter thing, I think it's like, I think they were always stressful. I think Valorant is very apparent that it's like, unless you like 1v9, like 1v5 clutch that round you really need. I don't know. They get very stressful. So I think after like maybe 3 games, you'd be done. I don't know. I don't know how I would play like 6 games in a row or 7
the worst
games.
part is that a game is minimum 13 rounds.
Yeah, so that's like 30 minutes
So
at least.
fastest game is either you wrecking 13 rounds straight, which isn't really that fun, or getting destroyed 13 rounds straight, which is the worst possible punishment you can get. 40 minutes straight.
Yeah, that's honestly, that was the roughest time. But I think if like I don't know, like it just reminds me like other first person shooters that were like, or at least the search and destroy modes for like maybe like Black Ops or like.
I never really cared for search and destroy in Call of Duty. I'd rather just, I don't want to wait to respond. It's just a waste of time, you know?
I mean, I liked the search and destroy aspect of like some games. Like I know Rainbow Six Siege does that.
Oh, yeah.
And then like some COD, like all the CODs have their search and destroy, but I think it's just so, I don't know. They're fun, but not as fun as like a team deathmatch, which is why when Valorant added deathmatch, I think it was so much fun because it was just no abilities, no nothing. It's just you running and gunning, and so that's always fun. But I think, my favorite first person shooter, I think, and this may be controversial, it's Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1, huh?
Black Ops 1. Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
Multiplayer wise or just everything?
It's just everything, bro. I think it was just, there was something about it where it may just be a nostalgia factor because it was my first M-rated game that I bought as a child or as like a teenager. Mm-hmm. So that was like the first one where I was like, yes, I got it. I got the Call of Duty finally. So I was like,
do they even enforce those anymore?
Huh?
The M-rated, like you can't sell it to someone.
Yeah, actually.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I remember like trying to get Halo 4 when it came out, and there's kids like, "Can I get Halo 4?" And then you have to get your moms out of their minivan to buy it for you.
Yeah, but that was like my first M-rated game, and that was like the first like Call of Duty experience. Everyone else had MW2 or Modern Warfare 1.
Yeah. But
my first one was Black Ops, so I think that just holds it near this. And I got a soft spot for it, so I just love everything about Black Ops. And then the zombies.
There's the zombies.
Bro. And I think the zombies are the coolest fucking thing.
That's an episode in itself, right there.
True, because like there's so much that goes on in zombies, just from all the maps, the secret songs, the Easter eggs,
and then the later you go, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, the maps get so insanely complex with all like before, for a map such as, I don't know, like Ascension or Origins or even
Call of the Dead.
Even Ascension.
Call of the Dead, yeah.
Call of the Dead. Like you could play those maps and try to go for a high round just fine. You don't have to do anything special. Just hit the box, get Juggernaut, and survive, But in Black Ops 3 especially, in order to like have fun with the map at all, you have to know to go to this secret part of the map, do a ritual. You gotta get this certain gun, get these 3 parts scattered across the map, build it. Oh, and then by round 20, maybe you have a good setup,
Yeah, that's when they lost me. I
mean, I like it, but you also have to keep it simple too. And plus, I hear, after Black Ops 3, it only got worse and worse. Black Ops 4, they changed the zombies entirely even more. Then there's another zombies game after that that's completely different. I haven't even touched it since Black Ops 3. I haven't gotten any of the DLC or anything.
Yeah, I haven't. Me neither. I haven't really checked out anything past Black Ops 3. I think I had like Black Ops 4. I had one of them, and they had zombies, but it wasn't really the same. Like it had a similar feel to it, but it was just like
it was different.
It was just vastly different. And I was like,
the original idea for zombies was just survive.
Just knock their own
Just survive.
Yeah.
And the more and more that they came out with the maps from
they added the
2
perks
to 3, and then the gum. The bubble
gum.
gum.
I hate the gum.
The extra perks, these different things that try to nerf you. It just and the storyline, the lore behind it, it's like it got so goddamn complicated. I said, you know what? Like, there comes a point where it's like I'm just not interested anymore. And so then you revert back to the old, like the
old
World at War or the Black Ops 1 zombies, and like this is perfect. This is
back
chill.
when we all got a little boner every time we got a ray gun in the box.
Yeah.
Those
So foolish. One of the worst weapons to get.
Shut up. It'll always hold a good place in my heart.
Unless you're on Ascension, and then you got that PhD flopper.
Oh,
Okay, all right,
flopper.
fair. Because the number one thing I've always hated is like it's the recoil, the
splash damage. It's terrible. Yeah. Oh, the memories Black Ops 1 has brought us. But yeah, I think shifting from first person shooters to like maybe a different genre that in my head, I also another genre you're amazing at, and I don't understand why. Rhythm games.
I love rhythm games.
I don't understand why you're so fucking good at rhythm games. It annoys the shit out of me. And I try to get so close, but I never get there.
Basically, what you're taking away from this episode is that I've devoted way too many hours of my life playing all sorts of video games. So I'll tell you where it started. It started with Guitar Hero 3. One of my friends actually gifted Guitar Hero 3 for Wii for me back in like 5th grade. So I vividly remember playing it, and I sucked ass. I'm like, I'll never learn this. I was on easy with the red, green, yellow notes. I couldn't play anything. Then eventually, I learned how to play. I got through the Fire and Flames, tapping and everything. I never became like super amazing at it. I could get 5 stars on pretty much every song. But have you seen what people can do on Guitar Hero now on Clone Hero?
Yeah.
Some of the craziest shit.
Crazy, bro.
I've seen people get 100% on the Devil Went Down to Georgia, that crazy, with one hand. They don't even have to tap. They do one hand. They do all this crazy shit. I can never do that craziness, but I'm decent at rhythm games. I don't really play
more than decent. I know you have no rhythm.
Oh, absolutely not.
Plus, I used to play.
That's why whenever you guys
too,
play, let's play Rock Band or Guitar Hero, I'm like, I'm gonna go into the other room.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go step outside.
I learned how to play drums from playing Rock Band and guitar. Well, learn how to play. I'm not like an actual drummer either. I'm more of a novice than anything, but I can hold a decent beat and play most songs just because it's the same rock pattern all the time.
Whereas I used to play a snare drum in middle school.
Oh yeah.
So it's
your rudiments, your paradiddles.
Yeah, a little bit, and then it completely went away. But the weird thing about it is that when you guys would play, and I would not want to play. I was like, I'm trash. I'm not going to do it. If anything, I'll do it on the easiest mode. So I sit there and I watch you guys, and it's fairly entertaining to watch you guys because sometimes I'll see you playing drums and I'll see you spazzing out in the corner.
Crazy shit.
And I even have a picture of it. It's like
I don't know what kind of editing magic is going to happen regarding what he just mentioned, but the chair I was using was not a stool that you play the drums on. It was 20 times worse than this couch.
Father's leather reclining.
I'm sunken in. The pedal requires like 80 pounds of pressure to hit down. So I'm just like, I'm playing through the Fire and Flames. Of course, I'm playing through the Fire and Flames, trying to keep on beat. And I always want to do well on that song, but this stupid chair is destroying my lower back while I'm trying to play in rhythm. And that wasn't a good run.
Andy will edit this in.
Don't do it. No, you will do it. Yeah, actually,
yeah, you will.
Give him more work.
It's a funny fucking clip.
Andy, I'll send it to you later.
I'm giving a show. You got to do what you got to do. I'm in a rock band.
Yeah, it was quite the show. That shit's. I think, but I'm a little upset that rhythm games have died down a lot more. I mean,
definitely no help to Guitar Hero.
It's not like when Guitar Hero and Rock Band were popping off, and then, Harmonix is still doing music games like Fuser. Yeah. So there's so for those who don't know, Fuser is it's like a DJ simulator kind of thing.
Oh, DJ Hero.
But not DJ Hero.
Not ass?
So not ass. Oh. No, it's not like a red, yellow, green, blue thing.
No, you pick the songs.
But you pick the song, and they're just, it's like mashups.
The jump-ins.
Yeah, I 100% a DJ Hero 1 and 2. All you got to do is do 10 songs each. That's it.
That's 100%.
No, I'm kidding. No. I had both of them. They were both garbage.
Yeah, they did not seem like fun. But that's why Fuser was really cool because it was like, you can like take like the bass synth of one song. You could take the kick drums from another song and then the vocals from another song, and you make this Frankenstein of a song that's
There's
going on.
dozens of samples to choose from, but what are your go-to 8 all the time, no matter what?
Dude, the go-to 8 is X Gon' Give It To You by DMX. Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe. Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe. What is it?
Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy, yeah. Crank That by Soulja Boy. But I do love the mashups. The mashups in that game are absolutely fantastic. I think they're ridiculous. And
the game tries to match the samples with each other, but they never work because this guy picks the same stupid 8 samples. So
true.
one
He
song
picks
will
the same stupid shit.
will go 20 times faster than it should, or 8 octaves higher.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to attempt
there's
to
so many.
imitate
I don't
one.
know. I think that game is so much fun. It's just ridiculous.
It's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch.
I can never play it.
I think we gotta.
I've never even heard of this before.
I gotta give you the Fuser stream one night.
Oh,
God.
good God.
It's honestly, it's entertaining. It's not fun or funny. It may be funny, but it's entertaining. And you're guaranteed to have a good time.
Just like Valorant streams.
Just like Valorant streams when I would go.
Turn left.
0-30. What is your wall?
What is your wall? Yeah, video games is a huge part of our entertainment.
Favorite of all time?
I can't give you a favorite. I've played so many damn types.
Yes, you can.
I can't give you a
No,
favorite.
there's
Really?
no way. Daniel
I have
give
a
you a
favorite.
favorite? I don't think he'll give
I mean,
you a
PowerWash
favorite.
Simulator has, it's of course,
There it
it's
is.
in the RAM. It's in the, it's in the recent. I can't have any recency bias though, It's, I don't know. I've
Maybe
played,
off the top of your top 5, off the top of your dome.
I mean, like just games that I always go back to and play the most. I mean, there's games that, had its time. I played it and then I'm done with them. I never have to play it again.
Yeah.
But games that I keep going back to now, I always got to play that Smash Ultimate. Always. Rocket League. I mean, that's not changing, no matter how tilted I get sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just games that I can appreciate for how, good they are objectively. Like I recently got the Batman Arkham series again because it was on sale. That's just objectively a fun game. I don't play a lot of racing games, but Burnout Paradise. People say that's not even the best Burnout game, but Burnout Paradise was so much fun, in my opinion. I really can't. I've played so many. And how about you guys? You guys could probably have an easier time picking favorites.
Yeah, I think so. Top 5. Man, I'll do top 5. No order, but just top 5. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is it has near dear special place in my heart. Love that game. We have Mario Galaxy 2. I have to put League of Legends in there just because of how influential that game has been throughout my life. Like not just as a game, but as an IP. Just like everything that has happened and gone, like everything that's like been set off, like that game is crazy. And the fact that I've been playing for like 8 years is still absurd. But yeah, League of Legends. Fuck. I'm trying to. Maybe I haven't beaten it, but I know if I do, because I've seen the ending from Daniel. But Hades.
You just beat it. You stopped
I know.
trying. Come on.
I stopped trying, but I know if I really wanted to, I'd try.
That is a good game. That's another game that I kind of got obsessed with and beat
Hades.
horribly.
Hades is a fantastic game, and then
Beat that game to a pulp.
Probably Luigi's Mansion 1.
Really?
Yeah, I really love that
I
game.
never played that one.
Luigi's Mansion, the first one, the one on the GameCube, banger. And as a just as a honorable mention, the one racing game that I do really, really fucking love.
Need for Speed Underground 2?
It is a Need for Speed game, but it is not Underground. It's actually a more recent Need for Speed game. By recent, I mean like 2011, 2010.
That's recent, yeah.
Compared to Underground. Was Need for Speed but it was made by Criterion Games.
Criterion's the one that makes the Burnout series.
Yeah, so
Told you.
So it was Need for Speed, a Criterion game, and that one was the best Need. In my opinion, it is the best Need for Speed, but I may be wrong. I'm definitely wrong, but I love that. What about you, Johnny?
Favorite games.
Favorite games, top
Top
five, no
five?
order.
I mean, I
No
think I'll go
order?
in terms of time.
I know your favorite. I know for sure your favorite.
All right, what?
FIFA 12.
God no, God no.
FIFA 12 is probably the worst
stopped
one.
playing. I stopped playing FIFA in 2016, and I just got more and more happy as time went on. And think in terms, not in terms of like a top. I'll give you 5, but it's like chronologically that I played. First major one was probably Halo Reach.
Okay.
And it was just so much fun because they expanded everything in that game. Because that game compared to Halo 3 was like so. Halo 3 was so rigid, and Halo Reach was so much more free.
Yeah.
And
Some
then,
people are gonna have your head at the stake for that.
Yeah, honestly, bro.
Halo Reach until the day I die. So
Remember
enough.
Reach.
I'm a hardliner. Probably Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City, maybe.
GTA 4, huh?
GTA 4 and the add-ons.
GTA
Those are
4 is
pretty fun.
underrated, honestly.
I find that GTA 4 is better than 5. I'm gonna be honest.
And in a lot of ways, it is definitely. But you know, if you consider
Obviously, 5
online and
has
everything,
5 has so much more, but
And
it's
it's
just,
not
there's just something
dying.
simplistic about 4. So
it's a lot more grounded, a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, we're city boys. We know that Liberty
True.
City lifestyle. So
Oh, God.
I would say Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2.
yeah, that's what my
Yeah,
guess
that's-
was.
Red Dead
That's-
Redemption, I'd say out of all of them, it's probably Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite of all time.
I knew it.
But because like in Red Dead Redemption 1 makes you more nostalgic, and Red Dead 2 just it's the same thing but more, and it's not overwhelming, and it's like perfectly balanced, and it's shoot, this is the exact same thing, and I love it just as much. And of course, a staple that'll never get old is Rocket League. Even no matter how pissed we may get, it's like the game never gets boring. You do the same thing, you just play matches, but
crazy.
every match is different.
Yeah.
It's like a soccer
And
game.
you get better and
Yeah.
you do different
Yeah,
stuff.
imagine playing soccer in real life. Ugh.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, play it on screen.
Hey,
Couldn't be me.
how about to close this off? Games that we're looking forward to, maybe.
Games that we're looking forward to.
Red
Well-
Dead Redemption 2 remastered.
I heard some rumors about
Wait, what?
Red Dead 1 remaster in the pipeline and next gen patch for the second one, but I don't know what that means.
I think excited for. The only thing that I think I'm genuinely excited for is probably that new Kirby game.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Have you seen the new trailer?
No, but I'd rather not watch anything and just wait.
It
Until
looks like Kirby Odyssey. It looks really cute. And
Kirby. I love Kirby. I think Kirby's my favorite Nintendo character of all time.
Kirby, did you eat Mike Tyson? Nah, thun.
But yeah, I think that new Kirby game looks really sick. And Breath of the Wild 2.
charming. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think those are my two most anticipated ones.
I mean,
What about you?
I was looking forward to the GTA trilogy remastered definitive edition. And I almost bought it. I almost caved. I was like, well, it looks kind of good, but glitches. We'll see how it goes. And it's that's the word. I was gonna marathon all of them. I haven't played the older ones since I was a kid, and I didn't understand the cutscene. I didn't know what prostitutes were. Now I know what they are, but now I can't enjoy it.
You and I both, we almost got duped.
Other than that, there is one game that you guys probably never heard of. Give you a quick nostalgia throwback if you have heard of it. Have you ever heard of a series called Jet Set Radio?
Yes.
Jet Set Radio is a game about it's a bunch of inline skaters who ride around and do graffiti on the walls, and you pretty much tag over your rivals' tags and everything. And it's really fun. The gameplay is really smooth. The art style is cool and cel shaded and stuff like that. So I didn't play the originals, but they had a sequel called Jet Set Radio Future. It was so cool. It was one of the craziest parts about it was the soundtrack. It was really unique and crazy. You never hear a soundtrack like that nowadays, except Sega gave up on that IP for whatever reason. So a different studio is making a spiritual successor called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk that's coming out sometime this year, and it looks crazy. I can't wait to play that. That's what I'm looking
That
forward to.
sounds like fun.
It is fun. Check out the trailer. It's not going to hit as well because, it's
Johnny?
not nostalgic, but yeah.
What about Johnny?
Oh, I said honestly, I'm not that intelligent when it comes to. I'm not really looking forward to anything right now because I'm not really sure what's coming out. So
Fair
I
enough.
think if anything, my cop out answer is a Red Dead remastered. Like that was a joke, but that's really it.
That would be cool.
It would be.
All right. I can tell we left a lot of work for our editor in this episode. However, all good things come to a close. All right.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us this gamer friendly episode.
The first of many, probably.
Probably the first of many, but just like, comment, subscribe.
Keep on keeping on.
Destroy the like button.
Destroy the like button. If you hit the dislike button, we won't see it. Or you won't see it. But check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Spotify. Watch the YouTube version of this episode. And we'll see you next time. Bye.